You have done trucks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
A lot of treks in the south.
in the south.
Yeah.
So tell me about that.
So before I started trekking, I did not know I would be able to trek because I'm very weak physically. You know, I did not know that I have the strength to do it. So my first trek, I thought that I'll just wear those fancy shoes, fancy costumes. You know, I'll feel fit by wearing that, and I'll go up. But while climbing, I fell so many times. Like, so many times. I thought that why am I even doing this? Why am I doing this to myself? I don't want to do this shit. I want to go back home and sleep. But when I reached the top, there was nothing like it. After that, I fell in love with mountains. After that, because I till then I did not know what height was. Everyone used to tell me that if you reach this level, you'll feel success, you'll feel the height, you feel the value, you feel so many things. You need to have a lot of money, but there's nothing more satisfying than climbing a mountain, reaching on the top, and just sitting there for hours and hours, looking around and feeling the height over there, feeling that you have achieved something over there. So, yeah, and till now I have climbed around 30 hills plus mountains. It's been a crazy journey. Though I have stopped climbing since the past 1.5 years, and I want to get back to it again.
So where you used to work when you work with a company that organizes trucks?
Sorry?
You have worked with a company that organizes trucks, right?
Yeah, yeah. That was
So
in Bangalore. That was in Bangalore.
Bangalore.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I randomly opt for that. It was called the Technoman, and I randomly opt for the group because I was really intrigued. Because that time it was not that much of a hype. Nobody knew about trekking. Nobody knew about mountains. I was really intrigued by the idea of it. So I started working for them, and after I came, we were able to gather 60 people for a small trek on the hill, which was a big achievement for all of us. It was because I used to sell as if there's not gonna be any tomorrow, so you need to come for this trek right now, even if it was not that high. So yeah, it was really nice. But I only worked there for 3 months, not more than that. I moved on. Then I started traveling on my own.
So as we know, there are so many people who travel, stay in a place for a couple of days, and then see the main attractions.
Yeah.
And the way you travel, you have stayed in places for a long time. You have, you know, known the place more closely by staying there far longer,
Mm-hmm.
rather than like a tourist.
Mm-hmm.
So, which are those places in India that you have stayed for a long time and closely understood, closely watched?
To be really honest, I have not been in a place more than 2 months. Like, I always like to shift from here to there to there. And to be really honest, no matter how closely I watch a place, every time I come back, it's a different vibe together. So I don't know how to describe a place uh, as if there's no change after that. So yeah, I mean, but if I have to say, I have lived in Calcutta for the longest to be able to say what I've observed about the city. And no doubt it's a very beautiful city, apart from the stagnant, the terror I felt over there when I was there. Because I used to meet the same people, I used to be around the same culture, same festival every year. Yeah, but I bet it has changed a lot too, because now when I talk to people about Calcutta, the way I describe it, it has changed all over. People say that, what are you talking about? This is not how I see Calcutta now. So yeah, I don't know how to say answer to that question.
So there was this moment in one of my journeys when I did my first motorcycle ride to Ladakh.
Mm.
So I was in this kit, and after 6 in the evening, it turned dark so fast
Yeah.
Before even you realize it, it turns so black.
Black, yeah.
And I was riding the motorcycle, and I stopped at a place. And the moment that I switched off the headlamps of the motorcycle,
Mm.
you know, there was literally no light around. It was so dark, that pure blackish dark.
Black is dark.
And then I looked up and saw the stars, and that was the most beautiful sight of stars that I have ever seen.
Seen, yeah.
So that is one moment in my life, uh, that felt so surreal.
Mm.
Even when I think of it right now, sometimes I feel that it never happened.
Yeah.
So, have you ever had such experiences when it
Yeah.
looked like a dream?
Yeah, actually, I do. I have a lot of them, but one thing you asked me about a life changing experience. There was another one which is similar to the moment that you're talking about. Is so I was going so I was at a restaurant in Bangalore, and there were these three bikers who were going from south to north. But then I was alone there. I thought, even I have nothing to do this weekend, so let's just go with them. So I asked them, what's your next destination? So they said, we're going to Hampi. It's a 6 hours drive from here. Let's go. I was like, okay, let's go. Whereas I've never been to Hampi, so I was like, okay, cool. I reached Hampi and I saw these very huge boulders, and there was a lake. The boulders surrounded the lake, and I always wanted to jump, from a height to the lake. And so we all got ready. We were like, okay, let's do this. This adventure is, let's have some fun. And the sun was setting. We were all there, convincing ourselves to jump from that height, and we couldn't do it. So we ordered beer, beer, so that we could, take, drink one or two bottles of it, and then we would jump, and then everything's gonna be all right. And I'm a good swimmer. It's not like I know how to swim, so I was ready. So I drank. I took the risk. I and I did not want to do it first. So I was asking them, तू जा पहले, उसके बाद मैं जाऊँगी. But ऐसा नहीं हुआ. They pushed me into the water first. I jumped. I was floating for good 2 minutes, and after that I started to drown. And when I was drowning, literally, I was, having these flashbacks, and something that I never imagined that would happen to me, where I would miss everyone who's important in my life, see those things which I never saw from a different perspective. And I was in the water for literally 10 minutes. I lost, like, at the end of it, I almost lost my breath. Like, I was breathless. And those idiots, they were taking a video of me during that time. They did not even come to help. But luckily, over there was a man on an oracle. He saw me drowning and he pulled me out of the water. And that time he told me that he could hear me whispering that I want to live.